Okay, welcome to part two of the Trading the Tech show for this evening. Sorry about that. Our power dipped a little bit, and normally when it dips, it doesn't turn everything off, but this time it dipped pretty deep and didn't come back on for a while. So I got power back, so I'm going to try to get through the rest of our charts here. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't work out, I do apologize. I'll try to get this uploaded as well. There should be at least a couple of parts to it. I don't want you guys flipping through a lot of parts. You kind of know how to do the strategy. So I'm going to, I can kind of let you guys flow with it. If we don't make it through, then you guys can kind of flow with it yourselves. It's the last day of the week, or the last show of the week. So I'm not going to stress it too much. But I was on this pound yen. We talked about it being above the 720 here. We've got a full mature trend to the upside. So now we're just waiting on pullbacks to our 50 and our 100. Pound US, we're trading above the 720 as well. We still have trend to the upside. We're pulling back now almost to the 50. So there's not a lot of room between the 50 and the 200. So we're probably going to want to get some distance here, down here, maybe past the 100 before we drop our order to buy on the 50. If you're interested in trading on the 21, you can actually drop an order here up high above the current rate, right around this 137.16 mark. All right, let's try to get through the euros. As far as the euro Aussie, you can see we're trading above our 720 here. Our 200 has actually come up kind of parallel and just above our 720 now. Our moving averages are kind of not in order right now. They're just kind of all jumbled at this point in time. But our preferred direction is to the upside at this point. So this sell stop I've got down here, I'm just going to go ahead and delete. Because my 200 is above my 720. So that order won't really stand for me. Right click, delete it, and it's gone. So I'm just going to be waiting for this kind of to set up the moving averages just a little bit, for them to kind of, straighten out a little bit and then give us some, some separation. As far as the Euro CAD goes, our 200 now kind of a little bit after midday. The 200 jumped over the 720. We've got full mature trend to the upside here. So we're going to be waiting on pullbacks to our 50 and to our 100 in order to place our buy trade. So I'm going to delete the sell trade I had there from yesterday, and we'll just start to look for our buy trades on that one. Euro Swiss, we're trading below our 720 here. You can see during yesterday's trading, we traded all the way up to the 720 and just a little past it there. So we could have dropped our order on this 200 pretty simply and then shorted there, and we would have a profitable trade. Regardless of whether we use the 100 or even the 50, we would have had a profitable trade to the downside. Right now, the moving averages are a little bit close together here, even though we're trying to set up trend here. They're a little bit close together, so I'd be waiting maybe for a pullback even to the 200 before maybe I drop my order on this 50 to short. Euro CAD. Oops, no, sorry about that. Euro Pound. We're trading below our 720 here. We've got a full mature trend to the downside. Yesterday, we got a nice move well up above our 200, so we could have dropped our order to sell on the 200. The 100 or this 50, any one of them would have been a profitable trade right now. So we've got to kind of wait on our pullback now, but that was a nice trade for yesterday. Euro yen, right now we see that our 200 is just jumping back over the 720. Our preferred directions to the upside. We've got some separation between our moving averages going. So as we pull back past the 50 and the 100, then that will be our trade opportunity to the upside. I've got this sell stop that existed because my 200 was below my 720, but we didn't get placed in that order because the price and the moving averages, everything started to move above the 720. So we don't have to take that ride up. So I'm just going to delete that order as well. I told you this was a very interesting week that we had. So, it's just, the market's doing all kinds of crazy stuff, which is good. This is really great volatility. It's providing opportunities for us. So the Euro New Zealand, we traded well above our 720 yesterday. Now we're back below it. About midday, we started to fall. We fell even through the 100 and the 200. If we had shorted on the 200, we had a slightly profitable trade. And now we're pulling back past the 100. If anything, I drop my order here on this 200 to sell. So I'd right click, go to trading and sell stop. on that 200. So if it falls down below there, then, my preferred direction is to the downside. So I've got a lot of room down here to below the 157.55 area, even below there. So 167.55 area. So right now we're up here in the 168.90. So that's a nice big move down if we can get it, a little more than 100 pips, 140 pips or so. Euro US, we are trading well below our 720 here. Our rate jumped up here above the 200. So we could have dropped in order on this 200 yesterday, or this 100, or even the 50. Didn't matter which one we chose. We would have been profitable on this trade now. So that's a good opportunity. We'll wait and see the pullbacks to the 50 or the 100. CAD yen, we're trading below our 720 here. We've got pullbacks past the 200. We had a pullback past the 200. We could have dropped our order on the 200, our 50, or our 100. Any one of them would have been profitable. All right. Swiss yen, the opposite direction it's trading in. It's trading above our 720. We've got a full mature trend to the upside. We've been getting some nice dips down towards the 100, past our 50 at least here. We got a couple of those. And now we're just waiting on another pullback past the 50 or the 100 at this point in time. But there's nice separation going on here. I like the way this looks. Not saying that it can't change, but if that's the momentum and that's the direction, then that's which way we're going. Let's go over here to the Aussie CAD. We're trading well above our 720 now. Yesterday, we were trading well below. We were headed down. Imagine how many traders were caught in this move down thinking like, okay, this is not going to end. But then it retraced more than 100%. Through the end of the, at the end of the day, after lunch, basically it just skyrocketed and never came back. Look at our 200. Our 200 never crossed our 720. This is why I tell you to place your order on that 200, because that's the preferred direction. That's the overall direction things are moving in. And when the market starts to move our direction, then it's very easy for the Forex trades to start moving that direction as well. This is a cross pair and it kind of follows our Dow Jones. Aussie yen, we're trading here right now, right on top of our 720 here. The last candles have just basically bottomed out on the 720. And then, our moving averages are just kind of out of order right now. The 200 still under my 720. My 50 and my 100 are well below my 720. So my preferred direction is still to the downside here. So I would place a trade here to sell on this 100 and this 50, kind of around the 79.90 area. So if the rate does not stay above the 720 and comes back down, I think that we have some real momentum to the downside. We should have, based on where the long-term moving averages sit. Now, it doesn't mean we have a crystal ball that we know for sure, but that's basically what the charts are telling us. Aussie New Zealand's another one that we've been getting some nice hits on, and we've been picking off money as we go here. Lots of little winner trades, because we're trading in the direction of trend. The preferred direction is to the downside because we're trading well below our 720. The moving averages are trying to straighten out here as well. And one thing I do see happening is I see this low we created here. We bounced up, we kind of ended around here. We got this curve going on, and now we're coming back down to test. If this does not break this previous low, then I'd be looking maybe for a breakout bounce in here. That's one strategy that we do. So I'd be looking for a breakout bounce trade. Maybe let's go ahead and I'm going to draw the rectangle in there just to get an idea. I like to normally have the top of the rectangle right around the bottom of this archway. So I'll kind of draw it like this, give it a little bit of space, maybe about half of the move, from bottom to the top here, or at least to the archway. And that would be my place to enter. But I want to see this come down and test a little bit more. Right now, I could place an order maybe at the top here. This is my last point to get in. If this does not break to the downside, it should break to the upside. And then I'm just going to break it even because I'm well below my 720. So maybe my preferred direction is to the downside, but any pips that I pick off to the upside, I'm going to break that even plus a few pips and just let it run and see what happens. Because if it changes direction, it goes to the upside, then great. We're in that trade. We're in good shape. If not, and it wants to come back down, it gets knocked down in the stop loss. We know what direction we're going in. We're not worried about it. We take our little pips and we run. As far as the Aussie US goes, we're trading below our 720 here. We did trade yesterday up past our 200. Our 100 here, it would have been a nice place to short at, and we would have been profitable. Even if we kind of used the 50 and we were following the 50 and improving our order, we'd have been profitable as well too right now. So now we have to kind of wait for this to straighten out, these moving averages to kind of straighten out, get more of that downward move, and so that we can get a full mature trend going on and see what happens there. I just kind of doubt it just because it's versus the dollar. And if the dollar develops any weakness, then this should move back to the upside. So I'm not real eager for this trade either. I'll take it, but I'm definitely going to break that even pretty quick. You know, once I get profitable, I'm not letting it go back negative. And that's an important thing. So I'm glad and grateful that I was able to make it through all the charts. This will be the second half of the show. I'll put it up as the second half. I appreciate your time and your patience. Sorry for the inconvenience of the cutoff of the first half of the show. Once again, have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. Do something fun if you can. I know COVID is holding you back a little bit. I know the weather's holding a lot of people back because it's cold in a lot of places. Here it's summertime, so we're happy about that, but it's very, very hot. So I don't know. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to do the beach. I'm going to talk to my friend, see what she wants to do. I owe her a beach day. So I think maybe after the show tomorrow, I'll get prepared, go out, see her, and then, you know, hopefully go to the beach and spend the day there. Of course, I'll have my phone and be looking at my positions as we go throughout the day, but hopefully I'll have a nice caipirinha or something in my hand and we'll be, you know, in good shape. So that's my plan. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, this is Derek with iLi Academy. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.